Hi, Seek. Welcome back to your practice. Today is going to be a fun, funky, kind of playful flow where we're just going to move all around the mat. It's really a get you out of your head into your body type of experience. I also encourage you to approach this class with an exploratory, playful energy. Let your mat be a playground, so to speak. We are going to dive right in. You don't necessarily need props unless you like to have them for any reason. Meet me in a tabletop position, bringing knees under hips, wrists under shoulders, and start to just move around. So without really thinking, maybe even closing your eyes, just start to wiggle into the body, into the spine, and maybe exploring some different movements that you might not normally do. So rather than just coming into a more traditional cat-cow, really just again, exploring what could happen here. What kind of movement could you do at the spine, at the shoulders, at the hips? And as you start to wiggle around, come into your breath, breathing in and out through your nose. And starting to find this kind of fluidity in your movement and also in your breath. And take 2 more rounds to just wiggle, move. End of your second exhale, make your way into stillness. And if you've kind of explored beyond your tabletop alignment, start to bring knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. Extend your right leg off to the side of your mat so it's in line with your hip in this kind of kickstand position. And on an inhale, tilt your pelvis toward the ground, arch your back, lift your gaze, finding your cow shape in your spine. On your exhale, tuck your pelvis around through the back, tent up onto the fingertips as you push the floor away. Inhale, pull the chest through, tilt the pelvis toward the ground. Exhale, round through the spine, tent up onto the fingertips. One more time. Come back into your neutral spine, set the palms flat. Tuck up onto your left toes. Send your hips up and back so you're in this kind of funky, staggered down dog shape. And then again, just start to wiggle and explore. You might move through the chest, the shoulders, the spine. You could play with bending into one leg and then the other. Just seeing again what type of movement is possible. What could you explore? What could you play with? And know that there really is no right or wrong way to move here. And take one more breath. Coming into stillness, walk your hands just a tiny bit further toward the top of the mat, keeping your feet as they are. Shift forward into a plank. So you're on your balls of your feet here, and then all the way back into your funky down dog shape. Again, rocking forward, shoulders on top of hips, finding this funky plank, and then hips lift up and back. Again, shift forward in towards your plank position. This time as you send the hips up and back, start to sweep the right leg high into a single leg dog. Bend your knee, open up your hip. Keep your shoulders nice and steady here, and start to take circles at the right hip. Keeping your left hip pretty steady here. Really articulating at the right hip joint. Reverse the direction of whatever way you're going. We'll meet in your scorpion dog shape. Right hip stacked on top of left. Take a big breath in. And then set your right foot next to your left, finding your down dog. Start to tuck your tailbone, ripple forward toward a plank, rounding through low, mid, upper back. So you're in this kind of rounded plank. Bend your knees, send your hips up and back as your shoulder blades draw down your back. Again, shift forward, rippling through the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. And then send the hips up and back. Tabletop position, drop your knees under your hips, wrists under shoulders. We'll take that whole thing to the left side. Kickstand left leg off to the side of your mat. Again, so that it's in line with your hip here. Exploring our cat-cow shape on your inhale, tilt your pelvis, arch your back, lift your gaze. Exhale to round, tent up onto the fingertips as you push the floor away. 2 more times. Last one, again, really connecting your movement and your breath. Coming back into your neutral spine. Tuck up onto your right toes. Keep your left foot where it is. Send the hips high, coming into this kind of staggered down dog. And then again, start to wiggle, explore what movements could happen at the spine, at the shoulders, at the hips, at the knees. And again, your reminder that there's no right or wrong way to move here. I'm just approaching it with that kind of playful, exploratory energy. Take one more round of breath to move around. And then coming into stillness, start to crawl the hands just a little bit closer to the top of your mat. Keeping your feet as they are, shift forward into your plank. And then send the hips up and back. 2 more times, shifting forward into your plank. And then again, send the hips up and back. 1 more time, shift forward. This time as you pull the hips up and back, start to sweep the left leg long and high. Bend your left knee, open up your hip. Start to take your hip circles at the left hip joint. Again, really isolating that movement in the left hip. Reverse the direction. Set your left foot next to your right, so you're in down dog. Again, tuck your tailbone. Start to ripple through the vertebrae, shifting forward towards your plank. And then bend your knees, pull your shoulder blades down your back. Again, ripple forward towards your plank with that rounded shape. And then pull the shoulder blades up and back as you send the hips high. Tabletop position. Drop your knees in line with your hips. Keep your hips and your knees stacked in one long line. Puppy pose in the upper body. Start to crawl the fingertips forward. You can bring your forehead down to the mat here. If you're feeling a little bit more open, you could go chest and chin to the mat, knowing that that will pull you into a little bit of deeper spinal extension. So just honoring what feels good in your body today. And a couple of breaths here. With your next inhale, shift forward into a sphinx pose, stacking your shoulders right on top of your elbows. Driving into the forearms, pull the chest through, squeeze the shoulder blades onto your back body. Take your gaze over your right shoulder, some movement at the neck. And then back through center all the way over toward the left shoulder. 1 more time each way, all the way across to the right shoulder. And then up through center over the left shoulder. Coming back into your neutral spine. Lower your chest down, pull your palms to frame your rib cage. Tuck onto your toes. You can either press into a tabletop or into a plank. With your exhale, push your way up. Down dog, send the hips high. Pausing in your down dog, you might pedal the feet a couple times. You could sway the head side to side. Up and down. Any movement that feels good. Take 1 more breath. Let's flow through a couple rounds of sun A, just to build a little heat in the body. With your next inhale, lift up onto the balls of your feet. Journey to the top of your mat, however you want to get there. You could step, float, handstand your way. With your inhale, lift up halfway. Engage your abs as you lift, so you're really, really active in the body. Empty your breath as you fold, release the head, the neck. Roll up to standing, tucking your tailbone, stacking one vertebrae on top of another. Take a big breath in, sweep the fingertips high. With your exhale, hinge from your hips, fold right back down. Inhale, lift up halfway. Fold forward, plant the palms, step or float, take your chaturanga however you'd like to. Cobra, up dog. You might even skip it and just head to down dog from your plank shape.
Meeting in down dog, take a breath in, lift high onto the balls of your feet. Again, travel to the top of your mat however you want to get there. Halfway lift. Fold. Breathe in, lead with your chest this time. Sweep the arms up, coming all the way into your high mountain. Now at the top, catch onto your left wrist. Pull up and over to the right. Push your hips to the left, finding a lot of length down the left side body. Come back through center. Switch your grip, catch the right wrist. Pull up and over to the left. Push your hips to the right. High mountain on the inhale. Hinge from your hips, fold back down. Halfway lift. Plant your palms, step or float, journey back to down dog, however you want to get there. That's an inhale that lifts you up onto the balls of your feet. Exhale to travel you all the way to the top of the mat. Lift up halfway. Fold. Lead with your chest, sweep your arms up all the way into your high mountain. Bend your left elbow this time. Catch on to the left elbow with the right hand and pull up and over to the right. Push your hips to the left. So just to show you facing the side of the camera, you've got this little tricep stretch happening on the left side into the lat. And then come back through high mountain. Bend your right elbow. Pull up and over to the left. Again, a little added stretch for the tricep through the lat. Back through high mountain. Hinge from your hips, fold all the way back down. Halfway lift. Fold forward, plant your palms, step or float, journey back to down dog. As you land in your down dog, take a breath in. And with your exhale, drop down into your tabletop position, knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. Now extend your right leg to the wall behind you, coming into a single leg tabletop, if there is a wall behind you. Start to sweep the right leg off to the side. You'll turn the big toe side of your foot down toward the ground so it comes in line-ish with your hip. And then sweep the leg all the way back behind you. One more time, sweep your leg off to the side. Keep it hovering for just a moment. And then set the right foot down in line with the hip back into that kind of kickstand tabletop shape here. Crawl the fingertips forward, coming into puppy pose in the upper body, but keeping your lower body as it is. You can drop forehead down, chest and chin, whatever feels good here. Take one more breath. Start to walk the hands all the way back in so they're underneath the shoulders. Tuck onto the left toes, lift up into your funky down dog, this kind of staggered position here. Keep your left hand rooted. With a breath in, twist your right fingertips up and open, rotating your chest to the right. With an exhale, thread toward the left leg. You might catch the shin, the knee, the ankle, whatever you can reach. 2 more times. Inhale, twist, open. Exhale, thread. One more time, inhale, open. Thread all the way through. Pause for a full breath. You might use that as an opportunity to twist even deeper. Set your right hand to meet the left and then crawl the hands forward just a little bit. Shift forward into your plank pose. You can absolutely hang out here or lower halfway. Press back up to your plank. As you lift to a down dog, sweep the right leg up and back, bend your knee, open up your hip. Rotate your right chest and shoulder, open slightly, take a breath in. With your exhale, pull your right knee to your nose, tiger curl, round through your back, step your right foot all the way to the top of the mat. Crescent pose, sweep the fingertips high, stack your shoulders on top of your hips. Pull your right hip back, left hip forward, so hips are really squared off, setting that stability through the hips. Take another inhale. On your exhale, cactus your arms, pull your elbows, your shoulders down and back. Stay for an inhale, keep squeezing the shoulder blades together. With an exhale, shift forward toward a rocket ship where you're bringing your chest parallel to your thigh, and then pull your palms to meet in front of your chest, kind of leaning forward toward the top of your mat. Inhale again, peel the chest open, stacking shoulders on top of hips, as big or as little of a back bend as you want. Reach forward, pull the palms to meet at your chest as you shift your chest parallel to your thigh. One more time, inhale, open up. Exhale, round and reach forward, pulling the palms to meet. Start to shift your weight even more into the right foot. You might just be on the left big toe here, bringing a lot more weight all the way into the right leg, feeling a little extra fire in that leg. Take one more breath here. Now start to shift all of the weight to the right foot. You lift the left foot, come to staff pose, pull your left knee into your chest. Take a moment to just land in your balance. Think of gripping the mat with your right toes. So again, finding this balance, this stability. Take an inhale. Through a warrior three, but really just as a transition, you can keep the arms overhead or pull your palms to your chest. Kick your left toes to the back wall. Land on the ball of the left foot, star pose. Turn and face toward the left edge of your mat. Reach your fingertips up toward the ceiling. Feet parallel to the short edge of your mat here. Take a breath in. With your exhale, warrior two to the back of your mat, bending into your left knee. Stack left knee on top of ankle. Rotate your right chest and open slightly so your shoulders and your hips are in one long line. With your next inhale, reverse your warrior. Sliding right hand down right thigh, sweep the left fingertips up. Side angle, lean your upper body forward. You could go elbow to thigh, or you could reach inside the ankle, whatever you prefer. One more time through those. Inhale, reverse. Side angle with the exhale. Now land the right hand next to the left foot. Revolve lunge, twist left fingertips open. Think of a lot of length through the right hip, the right leg as you open up left chest and shoulder. Take a breath in. Now pivot over the right shoulder, bypassing through a wide forward fold. Start to crawl the fingertips to the top of the mat. Revolve lunge with the right foot, left hand down. Twist the right fingertips open. Let's do that one more time each way. Rolling over the left shoulder, coming through your wide forward fold. To the back of the mat, revolve, lunge, left fingertips up. One more time to the top of the mat, coming through your wide forward fold. Left hand lands, twist right fingertips open. Just for a moment, drop your left knee, half split, rocking your right hip back, straighten through the right leg, pull your toes to your shin. Hands can just stay rooted to the mat here if you've got blocks or something to elevate the hands, or you could even airplane the arms, really whatever works for you. Take one more full breath. You might use that as an opportunity to find just a little bit more length in the right leg. Bend your right knee, plant your palms, step back into your plank. You can take a chaturanga, vinyasa, or you can just head straight to down dog from your plank, up to you. Meeting back in our down dog, take a deep inhale. Drop down to your tabletop position, knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. Extend your left leg long to the wall behind you, coming into a single leg tabletop. Keeping your hips relatively level, start to sweep the left leg off to the side. And then again, sweep the leg behind you. One more time, sweeping your leg off to the side. Hover for just a moment, and then set the left foot down, coming back into that kickstand shape. Keep the hips where they are. Start to crawl the upper body forward, puppy pose. Again, you can come to forehead or chest and chin. I won't keep you here too long. Just one more breath. Start to crawl the hands back in, planting them underneath your shoulders. Tuck onto your right toes. Lift your right knee, coming up into your staggered down dog shape. Now your right hand stays rooted. With a breath in, twist your left chest, shoulder open, reach the fingertips high. Exhale to thread toward the right leg. Again, you might catch your shin, knee, ankle, whatever works. Two more times. Inhale, twist open. Thread. One more time. This time as you thread all the way through, pause for a full breath. You might use that as an opportunity to twist even just a tiny bit deeper. Set your left hand next to your right and then crawl the hands toward the top of the mat just a little bit. Shift forward into your plank pose. You are welcome to hang out right here or lower halfway. Press back up. As you lift your down dog, sweep the left leg all the way up and back. Bend your knee, open up your hip. A subtle rotation of the left chest and shoulder open. Length from armpit to knee. Take a breath in. Tiger curl, pull your knee to your nose, round through your back, step the left foot all the way through. Crescent pose, stack shoulders on top of hips, sweep the fingertips all the way up toward the ceiling. Taking a moment to just really ground into the shape. Drive into your left foot, drive into the ball of the right foot. Take another inhale. With your exhale, cactus your arms, pull your elbows, your shoulders down. Stay for an in-breath. You might think of reaching the shoulder blades, the elbows even closer together. With your exhale, lean forward, finding a rocket ship shape, but you pull your palms to meet in front of your chest. 2 more times. Inhale, open up the chest, the elbows. Exhale, shifting forward, a little extra length through the right leg and hip. 1 more time. This time as you land with your palms in front of your chest, shift even more weight into the left foot, so you might just be on the ball of the big toe of the right foot. Now bring all of your weight into the left foot, pull your right knee into your chest. I almost went down there. Finding your staff pose. Think of a lot of length all the way through your left hip up to your fingertips. Take another breath in. Warrior 3, but really just as a transition, hinging on the left hip, kick the right toes to the back of the mat. Land on the ball of the right foot. Star pose. Turn the feet parallel as you open to the right edge of the mat. Reach the fingertips up. Take a big inhale. Warrior 2, so the back of the mat, bending into your right knee. Stack your right knee and ankle. And then just that subtle pull of the left shoulder back. Take another breath. With your inhale, reverse your warrior. Reach all the way up and over. Siding a lean the upper body forward again, your variation here. 1 more time. Inhale, reach up and back. Siding a leaning the upper body forward. Now rotate your chest toward the mat. Plant your left palm next to the right. Twist your right fingertips open, revolved lunge. A lot of length through the left hip. Rotating chest and shoulder open to the right. Take a breath in. Now we pivot over the left shoulder, coming through your wide forward fold, all the way to the top of the mat. Land the right hand next to the left foot. Revolve lunge on the left side. 1 more time each way. Rolling over the right shoulder this time, come through your wide forward fold. Twist your right fingertips up and open. 1 more time to the top of the mat. Plant your right hand, twist left fingertips open. Drop your right knee down, half split. Straightening through the left leg, you can frame your hands around your front foot. Hands can be to blocks, you could airplane the arms, really whatever you want here. Just think of tracking left hip back, right hip forward. Rather than rounding through your back and reaching your forehead toward your thigh, think of lengthening through the spine. Your gaze is up toward the top of your mat. Take another inhale. Bend your left knee, plant your palms to the top of your mat, stepping into your plank, journeying back to down dog, however you want to get there. Landing in down dog. With a breath in, sweep the right leg up and back. Single leg dog, bend your knee, open up your hip, stacking right on top of left. Start to rotate your right chest and shoulder open. Wild thing. Pivoting onto the pinky toe edge of the left leg. Land the right foot off the left edge of your mat. Hips and chest are lifted. So your left leg is extended long. Right knee is bent. You're on the ball of the right foot. Take another breath in. With your exhale, set the hips down. So your feet just stay as they are. You set the hips all the way down. You're probably off your mat at this point. Totally fine. Rotate toward the right leg. Plant the right hands behind you. Bring your left elbow to your right knee, so you're twisting to the right. Think of this subtle push of elbow to thigh, thigh to elbow. Take 1 more breath. Now rotate over the left chest and shoulder. Plant the left hand back to the top of your mat, into your wild thing. Drive into your feet as they are. Send the hips, the chest up toward the ceiling. Land your right hand, pull your right knee in toward your nose, tiger curl. Step your right foot all the way through. Crescent pose, sweep the fingertips high. Exhale, cactus your arms, pull your elbows, shoulders down. We stay for an inhale. With your out breath, shift forward, pull the palms to meet in front of your chest. One more time. Inhale, cactus the arms open. Empty out the breath as you reach forward. Shifting your weight into your right foot. Come all the way up to staff pose. Pull your fingertips up to the ceiling as you drive your left knee up toward your chest, up toward the ceiling. Twist to the left. A couple ways you could do this. You could open your arms out to a T. You could take your right hand to the right knee, or the left knee, excuse me, or you could take your right hand to the left foot. Any variation you want to land in here for your revolve staff. You might be able to see that I'm shaking a little bit here. Navigating that balance. Take one more full breath. Meeting back in staff. If your leg is extended long, you might keep it lengthened through your warrior three, but really just as a transition space. Land on the ball of the left foot. Star pose. Turn the feet parallel. Sweep the fingertips high. Warrior two to the back of your mat. Turn your left toes. Bend your left knee stacked on top of your ankle. Reverse your warrior. Reach the left fingertips all the way up and over. Side angle. Upper body reaches forward. One more time, reverse. Let it feel fluid, playful. Side angle, reach the upper body forward. Now turn your chest down toward the back edge of your mat. Plant the right hand, twist your left fingertips open. You can stay and hang in our lunge or side plank. Pivot onto the pinky toe edge of the right foot. Pulling your left leg, you might hover the left foot. You can stack the feet, or maybe you pull your left knee up toward the left armpit, finding this bent leg shape into your side plank. Take another deep inhale. Maybe the hips bump up just a little bit higher. Now land, left hand, drop your left knee, so it's about halfway up the mat, in line with the left hip. Keep pushing through the ball of the right foot. Pivot open to face the opposite side of your mat. Supported side plank, left hand, left knee is your foundation. Take a breath in. Use your exhale to drive into the right foot. Stack shoulders on top of hips. Gate pose. Drive the right hand down the right leg. Sweep the left fingertips up and over toward the top edge of your mat. Now pivot all the way back to the top of your mat. Swivel your left toes behind you. Half split, pull your right toes up toward your shin. Left hand either to a block or to the mat inside of the right foot. Twist your right fingertips open. Revolved half split. This is one of my favorite shapes. I think it feels so good in the body, but also requires a little bit of stability, a little bit of balance here. Take another breath in. And with your exhale, just for a moment, folding over the right shin. Bend into your right knee to land the palms, stepping into your plank. And again, we journey back to down dog, however you want to get there. As we meet in down dog, it's an inhale to sweep the left leg high. Bend your knee, open up your hip. Rotate your left chest and shoulder open. You might even tent up onto the left fingertips as you do that. Wild thing, coming onto the pinky toe of the left leg. Land the ball of the left foot off the right edge of your mat. So right leg is straight, left knee is bent. Take an inhale. Sit all the way down, keeping the feet right where they are. You just lay in the butt. And again, you might be off of your mat here. Totally fine. I'm definitely off of mine. Twisting to the left leg. Plant your left hand behind you. Right elbow comes all the way across to the left knee. Rather than rounding and collapsing into the spine, lift your chest, lift your head up toward the ceiling. Take one more breath. You might use that exhale as an opportunity to twist just a little bit deeper. Now we unwind, rolling over the right shoulder. Plant the right hand to the top of the mat. Keep the feet as they are. Wild thing, driving into the feet to lift the hips, the chest. Land the left palm. Pull your left knee to your nose, tiger curl, to step the left foot all the way through. Crescent pose, stack shoulders on top of hips, sweep the fingertips high. Cactus your arms with your out breath. Pull your elbows, shoulders down and back. Stay for an inhale. Is there anywhere you could soften? Maybe shoulders, jaw. With your exhale, shift forward, lengthening through the right hip as you pull your palms to your chest. One more time. Inhale, open up. Exhale, shift forward, pull the palms to meet at your chest. All your weight to your left foot, staff pose, pull your right knee to your chest, reaching fingertips high. Rather than leaning back here, can you think of this subtle pull of the ribs in as if you've zipped them together? We twist to the right, and again, there's a few different ways you could do this. You could tee the arms. Left hand could come to the outside of the right leg, or you might catch your foot. Opposite hand to foot here. Think of rooting into the left leg to grow a little bit taller. Take one more breath. Staff pose, and again, if your leg is lengthened, you might keep that lifted as you sweep the fingertips high. Warrior 3, but just as our transition space, start to sweep the right toes back. Land on the ball of the right foot. Star pose, turn the feet parallel, sweep the fingertips high. Warrior 2 to the back of the mat, bending into your right knee, turn your right toes back. Reverse your warrior with your inhale. Side angle, lean the upper body forward. One more time, reverse. Side angle. Rotate your chest down toward the back edge of your mat. Land left palm, revolve lunge, twist right fingertips open. Side plank. Know that you could always drop the left knee. I didn't say this on the first side, but you could come into more of a supported side plank, or you can stack right foot on top of left. You could hover your right leg, or you might even bend at the right knee, pulling your knee up towards your armpit, finding a little bit of an extra lift through the hips. Take an inhale. Turn your chest back toward the ground. Land your right knee underneath the right hip. Keep the left leg long, but pivot open to the opposite side of your mat. Supported side plank, right hand, right knee, left foot. Take a breath in. Use your exhale to laterally flex into the left side body as you lift the shoulders up, and then keep reaching all the way down the left leg. Right fingertips pull up and over. Half split to the top of the mat. Swivel your right toes behind you. You could even adjust the right knee a little bit as you land, straightening through the left leg. Right hand to the mat, or again, you could have something to elevate the hand onto. Soft bend in the left knee. Twist open to the left side. Revolves, half split. Take one more big inhale. Maybe you twist even just a little bit deeper. And with your exhale, folding over the left shin. Bending into your left knee, plant your palms, step back to your plank. Again, you could take your vinyasa, or you could just step straight to down dog. Hips lift high. Take a breath in, slow and steady. Take a breath out, slow and steady. Okay, we keep playground time going. Take a breath in, sweep the right leg high, bend your knee, open up your hip. Wild thing, land the right toes off the left edge of your mat, hips, chest lifted long. Sit all the way down to your butt. You could take our first variation where you twist to the right, keeping your foot as it is, or you might take your left hand to the right leg, and as you twist, you find that same revolved staff shape, but this time we're just seated onto the hips. You could have right hand down for a little support, or right arm could extend long. Take another breath. Gently deliver your right foot back to the mat with a bent knee, or probably off of the mat, I should say. Twisting over the left shoulder, plant the left palm. Wild thing, lift the hips, lift the chest. Plant your right hand, pull your right knee into your nose, step all the way to the top of the mat. Crescent pose, and as you lift, cactus your arms open right away. With your exhale, find your warrior 3. Palms can pull to your chest, or you can extend the fingertips toward the top of the mat. Rather than opening into the left hip, think of lifting right hip up, left hip down. So the hips are pretty level here, hugging the ribs in again as if you've zipped them together. We're gonna come all the way into our revolved staff. So take an exhale to really root into the right foot. And as you inhale, pull your left knee to your chest, catching your knee, your foot, or twisting the arms open right away. Back through our warrior 3, releasing the foot, the knee if you have it, extending your left heel to the back wall, chest comes parallel to the floor. Soften even more into the right knee, land on the ball of the left foot, star pose, turn and pivot open, and then right away to your warrior 2. So it's a little bit of a faster transition. With your inhale, twist the left fingertips, or reach the left fingertips rather, up and open. Side angle, lean the upper body forward, elbow to thigh, or you can reach inside the ankle. To our revolve lunge, land your right hand, twist left fingertips open. Side plank, pivoting onto the pinky toes of the right foot. Again, any variation that you want to take with the left leg here. Totally up to you. Take a breath in. Plant your left hand. Pull your right knee all the way across to, your left knee all the way across to the right elbow. Extend your left foot off the side of your mat. Fall in triangle. Keep the left hand rooted. Twist the right fingertips open. Big inhale to lift the hips, lift the chest. Now keep your right foot rooted. Pull your left knee underneath the left hip. So you're back in your supported side plank. Gate pose, stack shoulders on top of hips, and then keep reaching over the right leg. Little playground moment there for you. Turn toward the right leg, swivel the left toes behind you. Keep the left hand planted, right fingertips twist open. Now you can stay and hang here as you are, or you dig into the right heel. Keep a soft bend here so you're not locking out your knee joint. Start to lift your chest. Reach the right fingertips all the way back, possibly to the left heel, and then your right fingertips to the left heel, Left and rights are hard for me today. Sweep your left fingertips all the way up toward the ceiling. So feeling that length through the right leg still. You might even feel a little bit of sensation across the left hip. Take another breath in. Cartwheel the hands down to frame the right foot. Stepping back into your plank. Again, head to down dog in whatever adventure you want to take. Okay, one more time through that on the left side. Breathe in, sweep the left leg high, bend your knee, open up your hip. Wild thing, land on the ball of the left foot, hips, chest up toward the ceiling. Keep the feet as they are, but sit all the way down to the hips. Twisting to the left, you might catch your right hand to the left foot, again coming into that revolved staff shape. Take one more breath. Gently place the left foot back down to the ground with a bent knee. Rolling over the right shoulder, plant the right hand. Drive into the feet as they are, wild thing. Left hand lands to the top of the mat. Pull your left knee to your nose, tiger curl. Step all the way through. Crescent pose, and as you lift, cactus your arms, lift your chest right away. Warrior 3, fingertips can extend forward, or you can pull your palms to your chest. Take a moment to find your balance, find your stability here. We'll be coming all the way into our revolved staff. With your next inhale, drive into the left foot, opening up toward the right side. Again, whatever variation you want to find in your staff. One more breath. Gently release, coming back through our warrior 3. Extend the right leg long. Right hip pulls down toward the ground. Soften even more into the left knee. Land on the right foot, star pose. Turn the feet parallel, sweep the fingertips high, and then right into our warrior 2. So bypassing that shape pretty quickly. Inhale, reverse. Side angle just one time. Revolve lunge to the back of your mat. Land your left hand. Twist right fingertips open. Side plank, any variation you want to take with the right leg as you come onto the pinky toe edge of your left foot. Take a big inhale. Now land the right hand next to the left. Pull the right knee all the way across to the left elbow. Fall in triangle, kick the right foot off the side of your mat. Hips, chest lifted. So your right hand is rooted at the back edge of your mat. Coming into our supported side plank, keep the left leg where it is. Pull your right knee underneath the right hip, all the way into our gate pose, stack shoulders on top of hips, and then reach the left hand all the way down the left thigh. To our half split, pivoting over the left leg, swivel the right toes behind you. Right hand lands, twist left fingertips open, revolved half split. Again, you can hang out here if you'd like to stay in this shape, or you might start to dig into the left heel and drive into the ball of the right foot to help you lift all the way up. You're still twisted toward the left, taking left fingertips possibly to the right heel as you sweep the right arm up. A lot going on in this shape. Find your breath. Ooh, I'm sweating, y'all. Take a breath in. Fold all the way over your front leg as you cartwheel the hands, stepping into your plank, however you want to journey back to down dog. Whew, that was quite an adventure all around the mat. I hope you're feeling playful. Take a breath in. And with your exhale, ripple forward in towards your plank, rounding through your vertebrae. Lower all the way down to the belly. Now tent up onto the fingertips off the edge of your mat. Point your elbows up toward the ceiling. Spider-Man Cobra. Inhale, peel the chest up, squeeze the shoulder blades onto the back body. Exhale, dip left shoulder, look over the right. Back through center with your inhale. Dip right, look left. One more time each way. Back through center. Dip left, look right. Back through center. Dip right, look left. Coming back through your Spider-Man Cobra one last time. And then lower all the way back down. Pull your palms to frame your rib cage. Look onto your toes. Press your way up into a tabletop position. And then keeping all 10 toes tucked, start to stack shoulders on top of hips, coming up into this tall kneeling shape. Squeezing your inner thighs slightly together to tuck your tailbone and engage through your glutes. Zip the ribs together just a little bit. Pull your belly button to your spine. Now make fists. Place your fists onto your sacrum. That big bone across your back here. Squeeze your elbows, your shoulders together. Start to push the hips forward, keeping that engagement in your glutes and your abs, lifting your gaze up toward the ceiling. You might stay here for this variation of camel, or you could reach your fingertips down towards your heel and watch that you're not sinking back into the hips. Push your hips forward, squeeze the shoulder blades together to lift the chest. So this extension is happening at your mid-back, but glutes and abs are still really active. Back bends are pretty energizing. You might be feeling your heart fluttering a little bit. Maybe you're sweating like I am. Take one more breath. Gently release. You can come to kneel on the shins here. I am still working through this slight knee injury, so I've got a blanket here that I'm just going to roll up and place in between my thighs and my calves. If this feels like an option you want to take, you're of course welcome to. Otherwise, you can just sit back, hips to heels, and just landing in stillness for a moment. And as you find stillness, this might be where your mind likes to run away. And rather than getting lost in any thoughts, can you bring your awareness into any sensations you feel in the body? Any sensations you feel in the breath? Any energetic sensations you might feel as well? And can you start to make the breath a little bit softer, a little bit slower? And breathing in and out through the nose. Take one more breath here. You can open up the eyes, start to shift forward into a tabletop position. If there's any little movements you want to explore in your tabletop, please feel free to wiggle and move around as needed. I'll set us up for a pigeon pose, but if you want to take figure 4 on your back, you're welcome to start to journey onto the back. Otherwise, we'll meet in a down dog. And starting with the right leg, sweep the right leg high. Pull your knee to your nose, and the knee comes outside of your right wrist. I'm going to use a little bit of support again for my knee injury here. Again, keeping that right knee outside of your right wrist. And then rather than just sinking into the right hip as you land, pull your right hip back, left hip forward. So your hips stay pretty squared off here. And then I've slid this blanket underneath my right glute. You are, of course, welcome to slide a prop underneath the hip, the glute here if needed. If mermaid or king pigeon is in your practice and you want to head there, finding another back bend, you're, of course, welcome to. You could stay a little bit more upright in your shape. Or if you're ready to fold forward, really whatever variation you want to take. Just a couple breaths to land in a softer energy of the practice. I won't say a softer shape necessarily. Pigeon isn't always the most relaxing shape. But this subtle shift energetically from playfulness and movement into stillness, maybe even reflection. Take one more breath. And slowly make your way out of your shape. Planting your palms. Take your time as you tuck onto the left toes. Back into your single leg dog. Of course, if there's a counter pose you'd like to take, if you want to take another scorpion dog, another wild thing, or maybe a hip circle or two. Meeting back in down dog. We'll find our second side sweep, left leg up. Pull your left knee outside of your left wrist. And again, rather than sinking into the left hip, pull your left hip back, right hip forward. So hips are fairly squared off here. And again, you could work your shape a little bit more upright. You could take mermaid or any variation really that you want to land into. If or when you feel ready to fold forward, imagine that a string guides your chest forward, so you're keeping some length through the spine and through the right hip. And a couple of breaths here. And again, if at any point you notice the mind wandering off, can you bring your awareness, your attention back into whatever sensations might arise? And staying present in your body, in your breath, and in this space. Present in your practice. Know that you might have to pull yourself out of thoughts frequently. That's perfectly fine. That's part of the practice. Take one more breath. And again, slowly make your way out of your shape. Take your time. Coming out, kind of savoring every step out into any kind of counter pose you want to take. That might just be pedaling your feet in a down dog. And once you land into your down dog, both feet rooted, drop down to your knees, shift the hips to one side to swing your legs around in front of you. Coming all the way down to the back, we'll start to drop into our Savasana pretty quickly here, but as you land on your back, plant your feet so they're a little bit wider than your hips. They might come as wide as your mat. Cactus your arms open, thinking of pulling your shoulder blades onto the mat. And then start to windshield wiper the lower body. So you're keeping this openness across your chest and collarbone. And this movement at the hip joints, But can you let gravity really just do what it does here? So not having to hold tension in the glutes and the back, but letting the knees truly just fall to one side and then the other. Go one more each direction. And coming back through center, pull your feet together, knees apart, coming into this butterfly shape. You can keep the arms in this cactus shape if that feels good, or you could bring them down by your side. You can bring them to your hips, really whatever works. And you can take a couple breaths here, or driving into the knife edge, the pinky toe side of your foot. Push that into the ground and then push your feet together. So you're gonna feel some activation in the legs and the glutes. You drive now even more into the knife edge of your feet to lift the hips up, finding this butterfly bridge shape. And again, of course, if you want to keep the hips rooted for a little bit more of a restorative posture here, you're welcome to. Take one more breath. Gently lower the hips all the way back down, and then right into our Savasana, extending legs long. Of course, if there's a different variation you want to take, if you want to stay in that butterfly shape. If there's any other movements that you're craving before you land in stillness, please take some time to move through whatever might be calling to you. As you start to land into that final posture, let your breath just find its natural rhythm here. Letting the body and the mind find both stillness and softness. This sort of integration of the movement part of our practice. And stay here as long as you have time for. When you're ready to make your way out of your final shape and onto your day, make your transition out slow and mindful. And this is where I leave you, seek. Thank you for joining me for this playground adventure on the mat today. It's such an honor to share this practice with you. I'll catch you again soon.